of every try time. Feel the power of epic tackles. Chase the school glory with every match. Cheer for your school. Get ready to watch epic rugby battle and witness the rise of future champs. The excitement is contagious. Catch the action here. Welcome to the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024, where legends begin.
Hello. Hello and a very good afternoon to all our viewers. Welcome to St. Peter's College grounds. This is Dialog Schools Rugby League Week 6 action between the home team St. Peter's versus Zahira College. Peters, the home side, of course, the unbeaten team, 4 out of 4 victories with that bonus point, of course. And Zahira College, on the other hand, they lost their 3 consecutive games, but a much-needed victory over the weekend in the conclusion of Week 5 over much fancied Vidyartha College. Winning that 13 points to 10. It was a tight game indeed. It was a weather-affected game indeed, the Week 5. And we are here. Lots of sunshine, quite humid, quite hot out there in the middle. As you can see, some actions from the under-16. The future of both these first 15 boys are playing on your screens. But it is going to be a cracking encounter, without a doubt. I'm sure in the papers and in everyone's mind, it is St. Peter's are the favorites, without a doubt. And they certainly in another level in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. And I'm joined with former Zahira, St. Peter's, CRNFC and the Tuskers. Ishan Noor, a very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Shabir. It's a wonderful evening today. I mean, after so much weather last week, bothering the games, but here today it's such a lovely weather and great to be here at the grounds.
As we spoke about the weather, let's have a look at it's 38 Celsius and there is a slight wind factor, 14 kilometer per hour rather, and it's partly cloudy. Yes, we might have some overcast condition, but it's quite hot and humid. I must admit that. Ishan, you have played in this ground. Ishan, what is it like, especially when you are attacking from right to left on your screens?
The sun factor actually plays a huge role over here because it's direct sunlight, especially when you're kicking. It's pretty difficult to go on those high balls. So if that is the case, most of the time what happens is teams trying to kick and it's pretty difficult to get those high balls. But overall, I mean, ground condition and weather condition, it's going to be a fantastic game today, especially St. Peter's playing in their home ground. And Zahira, mind you, this is their first match that they are not playing in their home ground. So it's the first game that they're playing away. So it's going to be a real test for them. Last week, they proved themselves really well with that much fancied outfit, but they held on to that nerve, they held on to that last breath, and somehow managed to win. So on that momentum, Zahira has actually come in today. So it's going to be a pretty interesting encounter. And of course, as you can see, the wind will play a huge factor as well in today's game.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, Ishan, even St. Peter's played all their 4 games here at Bambalapitiya. They were meant to travel to take on Vidyartha Tigers, and that is where the referee's assault and the a week postponed had happened. So like you said, yeah, Zahira with their first away and much improved performance in that game against Vidyartha. But again, home team, home ground advantage is a different thing, Ishan. And also Vishenka Silva, the man will run with number 11 shirt along with Pasindu Pereira in the fullback. Those two are the ones to watch.
The lethal combination athlete, they had been really deadly. I mean, if you look at him, 6-footer Vishenka Silva playing in the wing 3/4 can be really deadly. And last week we saw a couple of tries where it was an individual brilliance try that he scored almost 70 meters. So much to expect from this fancied Patriot outfit over here.
Absolutely. This season has been really interesting for St. Peter's. They won the Zahira Sevens, Zahira Centenary Sevens, and then they won the All Island Sevens. And here they have won 4 out of 4 games in the league. No matter whether it's 7s or 15s, I think they are so much interesting team, a camp to watch when they especially run with the ball in hand.
Yeah, especially with many seniors actually leaving. A lot of people had this speculation that St. Peter's is not up to the standard in this year's season, but they have proved themselves wrong. Especially in terms of what the naysayers are actually saying. But I think it's also the winning momentum that has been for the past so many weeks or so many years that St. Peter's has gained momentum. So that is what actually pushing them that far further, and especially with the captaincy of Dulaj, this outfit is actually making big strides, especially the 7th circuit and now in this. So they're up for grabs. It's not going to be easy actually. So yeah.
As we speak, Ishan, these are the last week highlights. Isipatana versus Trinity. What a close game that was, Ishan. So many controversies in that game. This time that try was being awarded by the referee right on the money. And then St. Thomas's versus DSNAK, another upset. And this is the try you were talking about, Vishenka Silva.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a 6-footer, Ishan, until you said that. And he is the man to watch out. Currently the highest point scorer. And on the other hand, Vidyarth versus Zahira. That's the first try which they scored in that mud fest. And then Kingswood, they have all the wins after 4 years and 4 months, winning against Thurston, or winning a single game in the under-19. That was some boost for their team. And Dharmaraja, on the other hand, won against St. Anthony's, and then Science College, too easy for them over Sri Sumangala, the newcomers on that game.
Well, I didn't know that Kingswood has been losing a lot of games, because I remember back in my time, this is 20 years ago, they had one of the best sides, when it comes to rugby. So as you can see, the results of last week, Wesley 14 against 27, match fancy the outfit Royal 27 points.
Yeah, Ishan, that was so close, 15-13, and then St. Thomas's 29-15, and they're on the second of the points table. Interesting week ahead, whether the Dons can come over Isipatana this week. And then Peters 25-10 over St. Joseph's, and Zahira College 13-10, Kingswood 31-17, Dharmaraja 24-6 over Anthony's, and Science College 41 points to 12. So it was a cracking week 5 of Dialog Schools Rugby, which we witnessed, and we'll have a look at the points table as well in terms of standings. So this week, pretty much, Isipatana College in the Group 1A, right on the top, one of the unbeaten teams, along with St. Peter's and Royal. St. Thomas is on the second place, and the DSNAK, Trinity Science, Dharmaraja, St. Anthony, Sri Sumangala. This is how it is. The battle is for second and the third place. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and also seeing DSNAK coming on almost on the top, so being in the top 3 is a big achievement from where they used to be and now where they are. So they have really improved in terms of their playing styles and in terms of their game as well.
And let's have a look at the Group 2A. St. Peter's and Royal College, 2 unbeaten teams. The bonus points is different on the top. And then Vidyartha College, followed by St. Joseph's, Wesley, Zahira, Kingswood and Thurston. This is how the points table looks for the Group 2A. Again, it's pretty much like Royal and St. Peter's might edge, but we'll see whether is there anything special coming from. We got another 3 more weeks, including today. So top 2 of each group will play the super round, and then that's how the winners will be selected. It's going to be an interesting super round, Ishan.
Of course, I think Royal too they have been proven themselves really as a good team. So St. Peter's and Royal is going to be a cracking game that we are going to witness.
Indeed, and we just witnessed on the ground under 16 between Zahira versus St. Peter's. Zahira winning 24 points to nil. That's quite surprising. And we'll go for a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the team cards and much more and live action.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Get keys to your wheels. Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එකකින් වර කරන්න. beat එක remake කරන්න නැතෙන්න. හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න. fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික් එක වෙන්න. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
NDB නියොස් තියද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill when lemon
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
Five accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits. Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
අප්පා හරියට waterproof කරේ නැත්නම් ටයිල් වල සල්ලි ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ගිය සල්ලි සේරම වතුරේ.
ඉහළ ටෙන්සයිල් ඇඩිෂන් සහ ක්‍රැක් බ්‍රිජින් හැකියාව සමගින් ඔබේ නිවාස සියලු ජලකාන්දු වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer. ජලකාන්දුවට තිත.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Hello and welcome back once again to Dialog Schools Rugby League Week 5 action, Week 6 rather, and you're watching on your number one sports channel, the Papare. And it's a hot and humid day here in Bambalapitiya. The defending champions and the unbeaten team for this season, St. Peter's College, 4 out of 4 wins, and then they're taking on Zahira College, one of the underdogs, without a doubt. Lost 3 consecutive games, won the previous encounter against Vidyartha College. And we'll see how well they can take on these defending champions. Well, it's a beautiful pictures out here. And we'll have a look at the top point scorers at the end of week 6, week 5. Although it's end of week 5, we may say there's 1 week to play. And Vishenka Silva, we did talk about him. And he's right away on top with 9 tries. Watch out for number 11 of St. Peter's, the wing 3-quarter. He's a fast machine. And then the skipper of St. Peter's, Dulaj Nahodya, with 5 tries. Gayan Pererov, Vidyartha College, with 5. Nakib Mohammed and Nimsha Piri's 5 apiece. Royal College and Dharmaraja College, respectively. So that's how the top try scorers in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. And we'll move on to the top point scorers. Again, Vishenka with all his tries up there on the top with 45 points. Oshada Pereira of Science College with 41 points. I think it is Oshada Dilruan Pereira, if I'm not mistaken, the fullback of Science College. And then Nabil Yahya, 27 points. Rusit Thamodia, 27 points. And Dulaj Navodya with all his 5 tries stands with 25 points. So those are the top point scorers at the end of week 5. And we'll see whether who goes top at the end of week 6 this weekend clash. Of course, there's no games on Saturday. It has been a poor day. However, there will be 4 games have been scheduled on Sunday as well as I speak. Let's have a look at the fixtures for this week 6. St. Joseph's versus Royal, that is at Havelock Park. You can watch that live on the Papare DTV as well. And then Trinity versus St. Anthony's, it's from Kandy, Pallakalle. And then Wesley versus Kingswood at Royal Complex and St. Peter's, Zahira. Today's game we are bringing you. You are listening right now. And then on Sunday, the 21st of July, St. Thomas's versus Sri Sumangala. That's at St. Thomas's ground. Dharmaraja versus Science. It should be a good close game at Bogamba on Sunday. And the Dons, DS Senanaka versus Isipatana. That's at Sugadasa Stadium. And then Vidyartha College versus Thurston at Nitavala grounds. 4 games on Sunday as we explained. And yes, DS Senanaka versus Isipatana on Sunday would be a close game for that top 1 and 2 place on that Group 1A. So both the teams are done with their warm-ups. They are heading into the dressing room, and they will come back with that change outfit, that test outfit, and we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the kickoff.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ඔබේ බිත්තියට අනර්ගතම සුදු පැහැයක් ලබා ගැනීමට සහ ඔබ බිත්තියට තෝරන පේන්ට් එකේ පාට හරියටම පෙන්වන නව සුවිශේෂී පොලිමර් සංයෝගයක් සමගින් ගේ ඇතුළත සහ පිටත බිත්ති නිමා කරගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කින් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ටයිල් නන්නියමට මැච් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ටයිල් ඇල්ලුවේ මොනවලු?
ඕනෑම මතුපිටකට ඕනෑම තත්වයකට ජීවිත කාලයටම ඔරොත්තු දෙන්න අල්ලගන්න. ලංකාවේ SLS තත්ත්ව සහතිකින් පිදුම්ලත් එකම ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් සන්නාමය. ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ, රස lemon රසයේ. ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Chill when a lemon.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Welcome back once again. Dialog Schools Rugby League Week 6 action. We are bringing you live pictures from St. Peter's College, Bambalapitiya, and you're watching on your #1 sports channel, the Papare. And like we explained before, it was a hot and humid, very different conditions compared to the week 1. Let's have a look at the team cards. First up, for Zahira College, the visiting team, Abdullah Naushad, Karim and Azmil in the front row. And then in the lock combination, Fazlat and the captain Saibo. And in the loose forward, Minsara, Rifnaz and Arfat playing that all-important loose forward position. And the Nipi Basit Feroz, who scored that all-important try against Vidyarth in the halfback, combined with Mohammad Farzan in the outside half. And then Binuk Pereira and Lukman Nadim in the wing position. And Tahir Kunchir and Ijaz Inam in the center position. And Rahat Saldin will be the last man of defense. That is the Zahira's starting 15. And let's have a look at St. Peter's, the defending champions and the unbeaten team this season so far. Jehan Veerabangsa, Januka Ranasinghe and Ritmal in the front row combination. Revon Pereira and Shenuka Pereira, two youngsters in the lock combination. Kularatna Fernando and the skipper Navodya in the loose forward. Navodya is someone to watch out for in that broken play as well as set piece at the back of the scrum. And the scrum half Salit Galag, it was match to match. I like to see that contest with Basit Ishan. And then Rahul Peter, son of coach Colin Dinesh, former St. Peter's captain himself. What a proud moment for him to take a father's to make his father proud, playing in that all-important number 10. And Vishenka Silva and Ihan Rusit in the wing position, Tikshana Aditya and Yumet Shihara in the center combination, and the Pasidu Bandara will be the last man of defense. But I don't think we are going to see much of a defense from him, but certainly some attack. Ishan, Noor, your thoughts?
Absolutely, fantastic play side actually, especially like you actually said, Dulat now the sensation to watch, especially in his broken play and his pretty powerful, strong drive that he had, the leg drive and the leg pump, and coming back to the back three, especially with Yume Shihara, Tikshana Aditya and Vishenka Silva. Vishenka Silva has been phenomenal throughout this season, and we can expect some more magic actually today's game. With the weather condition actually, I mean, last week we saw because of the rainfall it was too slippery the ground was, but today's weather condition and the ground condition looks perfect and fantastic for a good game of rugby.
Absolutely, indeed. So both teams are done with their warm-ups, and you can see both the flags, the prefects are in duty, and it's all about in fact 3 minutes short from the originally scheduled kickoff, which is 4:15. And especially Ishan, I want to ask you, because you have played in this field as well, once you come in, there's so many spectators around, especially you're playing in front of your home fans. What is it all but wearing that St. Peter's shirt?
There's a lot much pressure, but at the same time the pride, and you have the motivation factor as well, especially playing in your home ground, your home team, and you're cheering and stuff. So it's a different feeling altogether, especially when you stand in front of your crowd and sing your college song. Great to see the tradition being back, where you sing the college songs before game. I think today I have the privilege to sing both college songs.
Yes, that's right. Privilege to see both college songs. I'm sure you know both the college songs for sure, Ishan. But I want to ask you whether this complex was built very recently, but it was not the same nature. Did you all play your home games here?
Yes, we did. So before that, the stadium was not built, but obviously the enclosure was actually there are a lot of visitors, especially when it comes to, I remember back then it was the Isipatana game where the crowd was very close to the ground, so it's pretty much a lot of put a lot of pressure as well. But it's actually interesting, to have play games like this, and this ground has been my home ground for a long time actually.
There we go. Both teams maybe having their final huddle in the dressing rooms. Maybe a few words of wisdom from both the coaches in terms of their game plan for today. And the pitch is, like Ishan mentioned, it's perfect condition for running rugby, and we would like to see that running rugby for sure. And of course, Zahira have improved in terms of their defensive work over the weeks, Ishan, and it's going to be real tester for them in terms of playing the defending champions. So quite a decent crowd in numbers for both the schools.
I mean, being a weekday, I think not much of a crowd that we can expect as well. So today, as you can see, not a big crowd, but pretty decent crowd, like you actually said.
Yeah, it's a weekday. It's a Friday. Original fixtures should have been a weekend game normally, but of course, if you're not aware, it's the Papare day tomorrow. So some good numbers. We just witnessed a while ago the under-16s played. In fact, it was a 31-0 victory for Zahira team.
Yeah, Sabir, I mean, when it comes to Zahira rugby, actually, especially the juniors, has been performing quite consistently. And if I'm not mistaken, even the Zahira Royal game, they had the edge, and Zahira actually won that game. So we see a huge improvement, and I think the coaches, especially the junior coaches, are doing a phenomenal job and bringing in, because this is the talent which will be coming into the first 15 rugby. So we can actually see in probably a couple of years' time where Zahira rugby will be shining, because you remember when you and I, when we used to play 20 years ago, the standards of Zahira and where we were in Division B and Division C. But now I think they have been for the past probably 10 years or so have been contesting and contending in the top league. So that's a huge improvement in terms of their playing style and the culture, rugby culture, how they are brought in. Really wonderful to see actually.
Yes, indeed, Ishan. 20 years ago, I think that we had only 6 teams in that A edition and 6 teams in the B edition. That's a different scenario, and it was quite challenging. And here the both teams coming, St. Peter's rather, and Zahira. I did say St. Joseph's. Last week we had the Battle of the Saints in rugby in this own venue. Battle of the Brothers, they say, Ishan. I'm sure you have played at least 2 or 3 since you left, Zahira. You left us, Ishan. Very disappointing.
Disappointing one, but I actually enjoy. So I always say that I learned my ABC or my foundation from Zahira and then graduated from St. Peter's. So I'm grateful for both schools actually, and that is where would mold me who I am. So like I said, now the school songs are going to be sung, and proud to actually sing both of them.
All set for the school anthems. Zahira College song followed by St. Peter's.
I very humbly request the President of the Rugby Foundation of St. Peter's College, Mr. Sansi to invite the Chief Guest.
All right, both the college anthems is done, and we are waiting for the dignitaries for the team introduction. That's the team introduction for both the teams. Zahira College followed by St. Peter's. We went through the team cards. We went through the weather conditions. Ishan, quite an interesting outfit by the referees. I like this cool blue.
It's a vibrant color.
With their new sponsor stash. Dialog Navodaya taking through the team introduction.
So it looks like the kickoff time will be at 4:30 if I'm not mistaken.
Perhaps 4:25 perhaps now. It's all with the referee's decision. Initial kickoff time should be 4:15. That's quarter past. Anyways, the weather is nice, Ishan.
Yep. You can see Arnashant in the middle, also known as Guan.
So St. Peter's will attack from right to left on your screen. And we did mention that sun factor. We'll see whether Zahira will opt to that kicking strategy for the territorial battle. Perhaps some high bombs to test Pasindu and Vishenka Silva early on. But anyway, Ishan, the first 10 minutes, it's going to be very crucial.
And of course, St. Peter's actually love to actually play against the wind in the first half, and then move on to with the wind, where it will be actually giving us the boost, and it will be much more easier for St. Peterites as well. So as we can see, that is exactly what the tactic, and kickoff is going to be for Zahira. And like you correctly said, first 10 minutes. And I think St. Peter's is one of the teams actually right throughout this season that they have scored from the first phase. As if you can remember, last week as well, they scored from the very beginning actually.
All set here at Bambalapitiya. This is Dialog Schools Rugby League Week 6 action. We are bringing you live pictures on their #1 sports channel, the Papare. And it is Mohammad Farzan will take the kicking duties to start this game. Is it going to be a high-hanging kick, or is it going to be a deep into 22? It's exciting times. It's 4:25 on our clock, so as the referee's clock it should be. And all set. Here's referee Arushanta, and here's Farzan. Straight away, a deep kick into 22. Skipper, that's a long wayward pass to Pasindu. He puts the kick into Zahira. Oh, that's a miscommunication. That's an early fumble. This is not what the doctor ordered for Zahira College. Both Basit, I think it was the scrum half Basit who made that fumble. Let's see how the replay is, but that's a great start in terms of kicking that into deep 22. There's a fumble, of course. We are talking about that sun factor, Ishan.
Well, actually, the sun factor affecting St. Peter's College is not Zahira, but unfortunately, like you correctly said, there was a miscommunication over there and then a fumble as well. That this will cost Zahira pretty deeply, especially in the very first half, not even a minute in the clock.
Solid goal again. I like to see that half-back battle. Here's that replay. St. Peter's puts the kick in and Basit. Yeah, it was a knock on. Collapse between Basit and Saldin, the fullback.
So it looks like the kick was a bit too deep, and St. Peter's just kicked it out for touch, and it's going to be a line out for Zahira.
Yeah, it was out on the full, quite unfortunately. Galage sends it out to Rahul Peter. Unfortunately, that happened during the replays. Apologies on that. Anyways, it's a first line out. We'll see how the set piece battle coming into play. Kareem being a great ball carrier. Man in charge with the throw. It's a short line out, Ishan. 4-man line out. Excellently taken. And Basit snipes through the gap. He beats one and he was held up. Almost a turnover. That was Janako Ranasinghe. The St. Peter Sucker tried to get that. And here's number 5. Ahmad Arfat. He's another good ball carrier. Pick and go. Perhaps this could be the strategy. Dominate the own territory. Early days to call whatever it is. However, Zahira still with position. Pick and go. Again, Abdullah Naushad. Still outside the 22. Basit feeds. And Saibo, he was driven back. Good defense by St. Peter's. Here's Basit. And Zahira. That's a lovely tackle from St. Peter's 12. That's Tikshana Aditya. And Zahira not disciplined enough in the breakdown. Gives away the first penalty for St. Peter's. A good opportunity for come out of their own half.
We saw this in last week's game as well. Zahira playing it close, keeping it close and playing it pretty tight. And that is exactly what they're doing. And they're gaining meters. So this might be something, Shamli Nawaz tactic that they will be using right throughout the game.
Rahul Peter put the kicks into touch. Here's that replay. Good hands. Unfortunately, Ijaz goes into contact. And
seems to be Zairian actually sealed the ruck over there. So and then dived. He was not on his feet. So penalty against Zahira.
Here's Janako Ranasinghe with the throw-in. Gallage to call Dinesh and the Vishenka Silva with his first touch. Here's Gallage. Sends out wide. And here comes the first Amana Bank try for St. Peter's. Vihan Rusid goes under the post. And that's the first Amana Bank try. Easy as you like. We were talking about how good this St. Peter's backs when they get the ball in hand, Ishan. That was a sensational piece of work.
Like I said, St. Peter's has been successful, especially in this first 5 minutes. In all the games, if I'm not mistaken, they scored in their first phase. So this is almost something like that. As you can see, they are moving the ball right wide, and they know that their strength, that is where their strength is, and they are utilizing it really well. So forwards are doing a great job in terms of getting that clear to give a good clear ball where it moves out.
Excellent start for the defending champions and the unbeaten St. Peter's. Rahul Peter, son of Colin Dinesh, former St. Peter's, former Sri Lanka fly. And as we speak, he missed the conversion. Wow, that is quite strange. I'm sure you will have a banter when you go home today with your father.
I'm sure his father is here today. He is coaching Thurston College. So I'm pretty sure that he should be somewhere around watching his son play.
5 points to nil. St. Peter's on the advantage. Still early days in this first half. It's a 10 minutes delayed start here at Bambalapitiya. Mohammad Farzan to take the restart, and he puts the ball once again into 22. Excellent kick. And don't let the rugby ball to bounce. It's going to be a 22. Or in fact, it's going to be a 50-meter scrum.
I think the kick was a bit too deep. He actually need to have a high-hanging kick, not to put it deep, especially in this, when the sunlight, falling directly at St. Peter's players. But looks like he kicked a bit too deep, and St. Peter's were actually more smart enough to actually put that touch area and then come back to a 50-meter scrum.
Right, another centre field scrum.
Looks like the captain is actually clarifying over here whether it's going to be a 22-meter dropout or goal line dropout, or it's going to be come back for a scrum.
Here's Gallagher set to feed the scrum. Gallagher using the shorter side, in fact right hand side, and puts the kick into the field, and Rahat Saldin picks the ball, and he's with a lovely goose step. Saldin going all the way, he needs support, he cuts inside. Good tackle on Saldin. Here's the skipper Saibo with the contact. Basit feeds to Ijaz, the vice captain. Zahira. Bit of loose play, and there comes a knock on. Another unforced error coming in. As we speak about Saldin, his father too played for national team, Ishan.
Yes, we do remember, and he played for CH and SVSL, and he was such an icon for Zahira. And his son, I think, not too far from there, superb actually run to get out of jail, Zahira, because they were actually in great danger. So he managed to actually evade some tackle and get some good yards.
Here's Gallagher once again feeds, opting the right hand side. It's quite not a flat pass. Fortunately had enough time to adjust the conditions and run it Ritmal, the tight head root set prop with the number 1 shirts. He feeds that ball with a decoy way. Here's the threat comes from St. Peter's. Where's Zahira defense? Too easy. Zahira defense not up to the mark. Quite unfortunately, the try scorer, in fact it was Vishenka Silva, missed his footings and he goes to the lower center of gravity, and unfortunately we don't have the comms, we don't have the referee's communication. Is it going to be a penalty, Ishan?
Not quite sure. I think looks like what? I'm just trying to see what exactly happened over there.
Here's that replay. He missed his footing, and maybe he thought it was going to be a dangerous play on the ground, not in a position. And he
it's
awarded
difficult without the mic, right? I mean, we don't know the communication, what's actually happening over there, so we missed it out.
Here's Gallagher. Here's St. Peter's once again. Oh, lovely work by the centre, and he's a meter short, and his offload, unfortunately, passing the Silva with his butterfingers, just dropped the ball. Could have been easily 10 points, perhaps even 12 points.
As you can see, St. Peter's is actually really punching those holes, especially in their back line. You know, their close passes and how they actually use the width as well. So this is where Zahira is lacking in terms of their defense work.
Here's that replay. Gallagher with a long pass to the outside centre. Unit Shihara, as he offloads to passing the Silva, he just drops the ball just on the try line or the goal line. Basit to feed the scrum. Opportunity for Zahira to come out of jail. Good pressure by St. Peter's, but angle, perhaps it's going to be an advantage, but Kunchi puts a kick into, doesn't find touch. Ball still in the play. Good pressure mounting from Zahira, and St. Peter's knock on playing advantage. Ijaz acting as halfback. Saibo with the attack. Basit to the fly half, but the referee will play advantage over. It's a knock-on advantage. Here's the danger. Here's the outside centre, number 13, Yumet Shihara. Playing offside again. Basit was the culprit this time. Gallagher takes the tap quickly. They're not interested in the line out. This is where St. Peter's strength is. Skipper joining in on that occasion. Oh, what a lovely break and a lovely work. 2 meters perhaps. Is it holding on? Yes, it is a correct decision by the referee. Quite unfortunately, the player on that occasion was isolated. And Ijaz up like a flash. He's handy with the number 7 shirt, playing at the outside center and also in the loose forward at times. Saibo, the skipper, to take the kick, and he puts the kick into touch.
Again, a brilliant play actually right in the wing. So the wing 3 quarters, and especially right, that is where the St. Peter's strength is, and they're using the width as always. And over here, as you can see, some individual brilliance. Unfortunately, like you said, he was just a couple of meters short for that try. Otherwise, it would have been another try for St. Peter's.
St. Peter's already showing their strength. They're playing according to their strength. They're not playing any risk among their forwards, Ishan. Here's Karim to throw the line out. Good pressure, but equally well collected by Zahira. Basit with the feed. Ahmed Arfat. And he knocks it on, but not rolling away is the call by the referee Aruna Shanta. So Zahira will have the penalty. Quite interesting. Lock forward or a third row forward taking all those kicking duties. Ishan?
Reminds me of Sendil Kumar, who used to take the kicks when he was playing as a hooker.
Taken it quickly, doesn't find touch. Here's St. Peter's, here's Pasindu. In fact, it was the 13, too easy for that time for Unit. He missed his footings. Suppose arrives on time. Gallagher, not so legitimately, says referee Aruna Shanta. This time Basit tried to take it quickly. Not on the mark, says referee Aruna Shanta. Zahira needs to be a little bit patient in terms of their decision making. Kill some time, especially when you get a line out like this. Maybe 30-40 seconds.
And especially when they're actually camping in their half, so they need to get out of jail. They need to actually play in St. Peter's half actually. So probably he was trying to get that quick tap to get that 10 meters advantage. But it's always, like you said, need to be a bit more patient and play with being a bit more smart as well. First get into their half and then do whatever you want to do.
So with that penalty, position with Zahira. Karim to feed the line out once again. Here's Zahira hooker. Again, a very good line out collection, testing the driving maul. Number 5, Ahmed Arfat, misses his footing on that occasion. Here's Zahira. Ball drops, comes loose and goes from the blind side. Is the number 5, Arafat. What a lovely tackle. That was a brilliant tackle. Who's that player? Is it Gallagher?
Looks like the small man actually gave a brilliant tackle. I think he was not expecting, that he could be moved down. But as you can see, fantastic tackle. He was isolated all by himself. A big man, big player, Zahiran. But great tackle.
Here's that driving maul. And as they drive, the ball comes loose. Arafat picks the ball and he goes in the short side. Yeah, that's the scrum off. That's a textbook. Excellent work, Ishan. Super stuff. Quite a lot of mismatch on that occasion. Number 8 was a scrum off St. Peter's. Here's with their line out. Peter feeds into Unit. He puts the kick into the Zahira half. Here's Saldin. Takes his time. Puts the kick back. Ooh, collected by St. Peter's. Number 5. That's Shenuka Pereira, the lock forward. Again, puts the kick by Unit once again to the open space. Bit of kick tennis going on. Here's Zahira trying to attack now. Oh, lovely break by the fly half. Mohammad Farzan using the shorter side this time. Karib and Farhan joining in. Turnover. Here's Gallagher. Gives it to Peter. Here's the danger man who already scored the first try, Vishenka Silva. and he knocks it on, playing advantage. Play until the whistle, son. That's the call. Zahira on the attack, pretty much isolated. In fact, no, line offside. I'm not sure.
Seems like the pair didn't actually get back over here, but we saw some interesting phase of play. It was actually at one point St. Peter's and then move on the broken play by Zahira as well. But doesn't seem like the Zahira kicking game is actually working that well, because whenever they kicked, St. Peter's managed to actually broken play. They played really well, and they always managed to come back to Zahira half once again.
Rahul Peter put the kick into the 22. Another testing time. A great opportunity for the home team, of course.
And one more thing what we saw was actually St. Peter's has been, their tactical kicking is really good, because they are actually kicking where the players are not there, whereas Zahira, on the other hand, is actually kicking to the players. So this is where they need to think, and they need to look at the holes and punch those holes.
Spot on, Ishan Noor. Here's the throw, Januka, and it was taken by Zahira, and the attack comes, Ijaz. And cuts inside and goes through the open space. He needs support. A lovely inside pass to Ijaz, and he's isolated. And oh dear, holding on was the call. You can see the fatigue factor. We are only into the 17th minute. Ishan Noor, you can see the body language of these players. It's hot and humid out there. Perhaps they might need a 20-minute break for 20th minute first quarter break, Ishan, with this hot and humid condition. And the kick doesn't find touch. Here's Zahira's fly half. Farzan, he puts the kick back, and it's going out on the full. Not a good choice indeed. It was an opportunity for you.
And that was a bit of a 7-style rugby, as you can see. Ijaz just took that step, cut it in, and unfortunately he didn't have the pace to actually beat the player. But the supporting player unfortunately didn't have enough support. But that was a treat to watch actually over here, as you can see.
Yeah, the offload for Ijaz, and he was isolated. He was holding on the ball. Here's the skipper with the line out throwing duty, Dulaj Navodya, and that's a fumble in the line out. Zahira with position. Great counter ruck by St. Peter's.
Looks like St. Peter's is struggling with the line outs. This is the second line out that they lost. And good counter defense, counter play actually over there by Zahira.
Here's number 14, Vihan Rasid in the far corner, who scored that first try, turned over by Binura Pereira of Zahira winger, his opposite number. Here's Zahira on the attack. Hands in the ruck. Looks like it's going to be a card. First card of the game at the 19th minute.
There have been too many repeated infringement. I think we saw this coming in because one after the other, and referees had enough of it and issued the yellow card.
Unfortunately couldn't pick up that number as skipper Saibo puts the kick into the St. Peter's half. Interesting game. As we saw last week, these two teams had the gas, had the energy, petrol, you may call whatever it is, for 70 minutes, Ishan. And here on to the 19th minute, my words, burning, Ishan.
20 minutes on the clock and 5 points to nil. If you remember last year, St. Peter's actually thrashed Zahira 57-7. That was last year's game.
That's some stats. Thanks for that, Ishan. There's the player in the naughty chair. He'll be there for 10 minutes. Here's Karim to put the line out throw. Again, another short line out. Perhaps that is the strategy. 5-man line out. Pick the ball, try to drive and win a penalty and gain territory. This may be Coach Shami Nawaz's tactics. On the other hand, Coach Anat Mart is taking all the notes. Still in the first half with the 5 points advantage. He's always a calm customer, Coach Martis. And ball is unplayable with that driving maul. As a result, it's going to be a St. Peter's scrum. Yeah, a scrum. It's pretty much a minute for a scrum and another minute for a line out. That's a Galage. St. Peter's has so much talent in their tanks. Depth of talent in the bench, on the bench, and here comes St. Peter's again, number 13, Zahira, trying to find that exit strategy. Here's the danger man. Good tackle by Saibo, the Zahira skipper, and there goes Jehan Veera Bangsa. Galage gives it to Ranithu Ritmal, the number 1 lucid prop. St. Peter's trying to find that space, and another unforced, another not rolling away is the call.
One thing I see is that St. Peter is not actually playing an exit play. Even in their half, they are running the ball wide. They have that confidence, and especially in the midfield as well, they are punching holes. So St. Peter's, in the other hand, is actually trying to play a more active live game, as you can see, and there can be instances like this where there are unforced errors, where there's no support play. So looks like there's going to be a small water break as well.
A much needed water break. I'm not sure whether it's an official water break. However, Captain Saibo puts the kick into the 22 and he found touch. Very fortunate for Zahira, quite unfortunate for St. Peter's.
This is where Zahira is actually, their strength is, which Shamli Nawaz is coaching. I think they are definitely going to drive this ball and try to play it close, try to keep it close. They are fringers, they hit it hard, and like last week, we can actually expect something over here.
Good to see some Zahira fans.
Puts in, Zahira will be on the lead, 7 points to 5. I haven't said that St. Peter's, I mean, it's shocking to see their defense, because generally St. Peter's defense is really good, especially in their fringes. Probably they were not actually expecting this, Zahira to take that quick tap and come forward. But if you had watched the previous games, they would definitely know that Zahira is pretty strong in their type play.
And that's a flat conversion, and it hits the sidebar. Crossbar, and did it go? No. And this is a replay of the try, and in fact it's not the captain who is holding on to position. It was number
Number
3. In fact, that was Zahira's number 3 who scored that try.
Dasun
Minsara. Dasun Minsara, tight head prop, scored that try. 5-all. What an interesting first half we are witnessing. Into the 23rd minutes of our clock. Saibo collects the kick. He needs to put that out on the full because he was inside the 22. Shouldn't be taking risk. Oh no, not rolling away, says referee Arnashanta. A much relief for Zahira skipper. He's the man who caught that restart and went into contact. He's taking all the leadership into his shoulders. Excellent player indeed. And here comes that kick. And that's a pretty decent kick. Just close to the 10-meter mark of St. Peter's. You can see the body language, Ishan, once again. I'm not sure why the referees didn't opt to take that a minute water break, Ishan, because this is really killing the tanker of both the teams. This is not the team that we looked. This is not the St. Peter's or the Zahira team. Boiling
Probably
heat.
there's going to be more firework in the second half.
Absolutely, Coach Martis and Coach Rajiv Pereira will be taking some notes, and always St. Peter's have been a different league in the second half, Ishan.
Yup, absolutely.
Knock on. Oh, it's not straight. It should be accidental penalty if I'm not mistaken, because the line out, the pass was not delivered, but the scrum half collects the ball and he goes and hit that wall. So should have been interesting penalty. If we can have, should have been an interesting replay, Shan. If you can have a replay of that conversion, would be interesting. Anyway, St. Peter's with that scrum, Galage feeds the scrum. Here's Peter to Unit, outside corner, and here comes the danger. Tries to put that inside pass, knocks back, play on, says a referee, and it's going to be the second Amana Bank try for St. Peter's. Too easy. Can I see your jersey number? Looks like number 14. That's a double for Vihan Rusit.
Mind you, St. Peter's is actually playing with 14 men, and brilliant try actually right on the wide. St. Peter's
24, I beg a pardon. That's Amin Rajapaksha. Number 24, Ishan, I beg a pardon. So one try for number 14 and a try for 24.
Looks like there was a knock back, if I'm not mistaken, over here, as you can see. So the coach actually, the referee actually signals it. Zidans were actually pretty kind of thinking that it was a knock-on, and they gave up over there. And looks like, but St. Peter's were actually smart enough to grab that ball and score. And this is the opportunity for Rahul to put that extra 2-pointer.
That's basics, Ishan. No, play for the whistle. That's what you should have been doing. Here's Peter, Rahul Peter with the conversion. This time he makes no mistakes. So that's 12 points to 5. A converted try and a try. And Zahira will take the restart. Into the 28th minute of our clock, and mind you, it's not the referee's clock. And all set for the restart. Mohammad Farzan. Last time he kicked that, it was in the in-goal area. As a result, St. Peter's had to come for the 50-meter or the center scrum. And this time, again, he puts the kick into that space. Quite clever. St. Peter's not committing. Here's Rahul Peter. Gives it to the danger man, Pasindu, the fullback. And lovely collection. Here comes St. Peter's attack. They are very good on zigzag. Galage gives the pass to the try scorer, number 24. And he's been bundled into touch. Looks like it's going to be St. Peter's throw-in.
Well, actually, lovely how St. Peter's has that confidence to play from their half. I think this is what they want to do. They want to send the ball wide and play right from their camping half onwards, from their red zone.
Here's that replay. Quick pass, some inside pass as well. Gallagher marshalling his forwards and backs. That's the try scorer, Nitushan, in the far corner as he tries to offload to number 12. He finds touch. He had the support of Dikshan onto his right, but I think that last pass deflected a Zahira hand. As a result, it's going to be a St. Peter's try. And here's the skipper, Dulaj Navodya. St. Peter's collects. Playing advantage. Zahira defends well, but it doesn't matter. Here's Navodya. He's been held up and driven backwards. Almost the try number 3 for the skipper. Held up. So it's going to be the advantage play.
I thought it was a try because Dulaj Navodya, I think, pumping his way forward, but unfortunately he was just falling short as well. And fantastic defense by Zahira. Looks like a car is going to come out, and that's going to be a yellow. So yellow piece for St. Peter's and Zahira, 14 men each.
Well, Abdullah Naushad is not happy. He said he didn't infringe, sir, but referee had no mercy. He will have to sit in the naughty chair for the next 10 minutes. With the numerical advantage, Gallagher gives it to Peter. And here comes the St. Peter's Pasindu on the fullback. Pretty much like sevens play. Here's Gallagher once again sniping it through the gap, and that's the third Amana Bank try for St. Peter's College. Too easy. Hello forwards, you say your way, we'll do the rest. Too easy. Ishan Nouri predicted that it's going to be a pretty much sevens play, but Zahira defense not up to the mark. And Salid Gallagher scored that Amana Bank try. 3 tries to 1, and St. Peter's increased their total in this first half of Dialog Schools Rugby League. Here's that replay. This time Peter playing at halfback, and Gallagher as the first receiver. Too easy, no pressure whatsoever. He had the ace runner on his left, and he didn't need that help of Vishenka Silva.
We were just talking about how the game was actually, for the first 20 minutes was pretty much a very competitive game, but now seems to be like the floodgates are opening. St. Peter's has scored the bonus point in every game, scoring their 4 tries. So this is what they are looking for. 3 tries already, and they will definitely go for the 4th.
And the conversion is excellent by Rahul. That's 19 points to 5. Rahul making no mistake with both of the conversion. Despite the first conversion, it was a sitter under the post one. But he must be gained so much confidence with these kicks. And Zahira, on the other hand, it's time to take the restart.
I'm sure we can expect once more where St. Peter's will be not trying to play an exit play, but rather run from their half.
Dulaj Navodya, the skipper, inside the 20 kudu, pumping his legs, trying to make that extra yard or extra meter. Every inch, every meter counts. Gallagher taking his time. He puts the box kick into play. It is collected by his opposite number, Basit. He had 2 options. Here's Saldin. Saldin to Binura. Pereira. Good hands to Ijaz. Can he go from the far corner? Lovely inside pass to Basit. And Zahira making all those yards. Good counter pressure on the breakdown. That's a knock on in favor of Zahira. It's going to be a scrum. Wow, interesting stuff. And Krishan, we just witnessed the restart from Zahira, and I'm not sure why don't they kick or change the direction of kick into the left rather than going into the right. So if you give the kick into the left, it's going to be St. Peter's backs who's going to receive, and if the chase comes, they can't run, they have to send it to forwards.
They're pretty much actually used to kind of playing that one phase, one area of kicking, and they just want to keep on playing on that. And of course, if you can see, I was actually expecting St. Peter's to run from their half onwards. Whenever Peters kicks back, Zahira has always managed to kind of gain some yard. Like you actually said, Saldin is playing a wonderful game, being in the middle. And as you can see over here, they almost scored.
Here's Basit, gives it to the center. Kunchi. Here comes the backhand, puts the kick in, cross kick. It was collected by Pereira. In fact, it was collected by Lukman. Here's Kunchi acting as the first receiver, playing in that center. He came off the bench last week. This time, starting this game. Here's Basit, feeds once again to the skipper Saibo. He was driven backwards. Excellent defense. St. Peter's forwards. We didn't see them in the much attacking game. A penalty advantage come. Perhaps for the 3 points. That was the call from the skipper. Yeah, you can kill a minute or so, and perhaps you can also gain that all-important 3 points if the kick goes through Ishan Noor.
Yep, as soon as the call came, skipper pointed out at the 3-pointer. So I think that was a smart move to go, because we already have about 40 more minutes on the clock, maybe 35. And this will be a good opportunity actually to increase the number and maybe reduce the lead a bit. Probably the last play for the first half.
Perhaps yeah. This could be the last play before the half time. Taking all his time, Basit. And the kick is good. So 8 points to 19 in favor of the home team. And that is the halftime call by referee Aruna Shanta. So we have been some excellent first half action in this Dialog Schools Rugby League Week 6 encounter. And that's the halftime.
St. Peter's scored in the first try within just 3 minutes, and probably for the rest of the half, St. Peter's were actually camping in Zahira, but some good defense from Zahirians to restrict the score to about 5 points until the first 20 minutes, and later on the floodgates opened where St. Peter's scored some back-to-back tries. But before that, Zahirians pumping the way, they managed to equalize the score by 5 points, 5-0, 5-all rather, and St. Peter's actually coming back strong. So 19 points to 8, that is the first half. St. Peter's leading by 11 points.
And that is the halftime confirmation, 19 points to 8, and it's the Melbourne halftime for generations. Melbourne Savoury Biscuits have been the perfect companion for gatherings, bringing friends and families together to celebrate cheerful moments, just like for today's match. Melbourne Crisco, cheese bits, chick bits and snackers are the variety of Melbourne Savoury Biscuits which suits everyone's taste. So even if you're at home watching the match or cheering right here, grab a pack and share the joy of the game with Melbourne Savoury. Right, we'll go for a quick commercial break and we'll be back with the second half action.
Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chilven lemon.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම ජිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
beautiful outside and inside.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
ටයිල් නම් නියමයට මැච් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ටයිල් ඇල්ලුවේ මොනවද?
ඕනෑම මතු පිටකට ඕනෑම තත්වයකට ජීවිත කාලයටම ඔරොත්තු දෙන්න අල්ලගන්න. ලංකාවේ SLS තත්ත්ව සහතිකින් පිදුම්ලත් එකම ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් සන්නාමය. Swiss Tech ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දී දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
Train neke allegin safari en yalle amin ali wala suwate tiyan selfie gahamu ware machan ture dakune kohe giya trip one එක double වෙන්න කොතුමි රසක හදා නැති නැතට share කරන් kamuda machan prima කොතුමි fun tamai.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One? Wait, really? Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Gold hair and body wash එක.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radiance. The road is yours.
ඔබේ බිත්තියට අනර්ගතම සුදු පැහැයක් ලබා ගැනීමට සහ ඔබ බිත්තියට තෝරන පේන්ට් එකේ පාට හරියටම පෙන්වන නව සුවිශේෂී පොලිමර් සංයෝගයක් සමගින් ගේ ඇතුළත සහ පිටත බිත්ති නිමා කරගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker. Don't go away, the action's just begun.
Week 6 actions here at Bambalapitiya St. Peter's ground. St. Peter's the home team, 19 points to 8 up against Zahira College Colombo, and they have scored 3 tries to Zahira's 1 try. Let's have a look at the highlights, how all the points came into play. It's a hot and humid conditions, of course. The fatigue factor we have well witnessed within the first 20 minutes, of course. But I'm sure sigh of relief for all those players as they go into the 11s. And the other news at Havelock Park, St. Joseph's leading 12.7. But let's come back to that. Here's the first try. Gallage to Pasindus. And then number 14 with that Amana Bank try. He just curves into under the post. Ihan Rusit, the try scorer. And then Zahira hit back through the skipper. And then good support by the number 3, Dasun Minsara. Scored that Amana Bank try. And here Zahira not playing for the whistle. It was a knockback. And the replacement Netushan says thank you very much and scored the second try. And Rahul with the conversion. And the final try before the half-time. Gallage snipes through. He's a dangerous customer indeed. And then Rahul with the conversion. And then Zahira's scrum of Basit with the penalty just outside the 22, perhaps with a 25-meter kick. So that's how all those points in the first half. I'm joined once again with Ishan Noor, former Zahira, St. Peter's Sia, and the national representative. And in the meantime, St. Joseph's leading 12.7 over Royal College, and Wesley College 3 ties, 17 points to 10 in their Blase Trophy over Kingswood, and back in Pallakali 27 points to 7 over St. Anthony's. So teams are set. I'm sure some words of wisdom being communicated by Coach Sanat Martes and Coach Shamli Nawaz for both the camps. And it will be interesting how this second half, the 35 minutes, quite a long time, how this will be capitalized by both the teams. Already Zahira showed interest to play in the opposite 22, whereas St. Peter's, it's pretty much their backs who like to run around circles around Zahira defense. Waiting for the main man to come into the middle. That is referee Aruna Shanta and his team. Shanur, what would be the message, especially for the home team?
It's going to be aggressive play, actually, especially in the second half. Generally, St. Peter's is always up on the guards when it comes to the second half. It looks like they might play more open rugby as we actually saw in the first half, but more aggressively moving the ball wide. And that is where we still haven't yet to see Vishenka Silva actually with the ball, yet to score a try. So we might be able to see some fireworks actually.
Maybe second half, maybe this half. Right, we'll wait and see. All set for the second half start. Here's Rahul Peter with the kickoff. He kicks into the 22. Collected by the skipper, Zahira skipper Saibo. Just outside the 22, Basit to Sal. In fact, Ijaz with his left boot kick, quite interesting. Here's Pasindu. to Unit. The outside centre. Lovely work by Unit. Looking for the inside pass. Play on, says referees. Comes from the booth. And Nitushan with the rescue. Here's the number 18. That's Revon Pereira, the lock forward. Here's the outside back once again. Unit into contact. That's the big prop forward. Run it to Ratmal. Advantage Zahira. That's a knock on. Going to witness the first scrum of the second half.
If you see St. Peter's rucking, there's only one or two players who are actually rucking. So it shows, it gives the indication that Peters wants to move the ball wide and move to play that quick rugby is what they're looking at. So this is what we can expect right throughout, where with only just one or two rucking and to have that quick ball.
Yeah, absolutely. They are playing for their strength. That's the strategy. They want to score as many as tries. Here's Basit, feeds the scrum. And with is Mohammad Farzan. Here's Saldin. A decoy work, lovely step, a starter step. Made some yards. Kunchi. Zahira taking quite a lot of time in terms of getting back to action after that ruck. And that's a knock-on scrum in favour of the home team St. Peter's.
Unforced errors, I think, causing the game over here. Zahira was actually in attacking position, but St. Peter's defense is pretty strong, coming strong, and their line was actually really great. So putting a lot of pressure on ball carriers. As you can see now, St. Peter's 15 men, but Zahira is actually short with one, so they are playing with 14 men.
Again on that previous pass, Ishan Noor, I thought that Basit to his first receiver, it was a forward. He's quite too far in terms of receiving position. Here's Galage with a good pass to Rahul. Gets his backs into attack. That's a good tackle by Ijaz. Here's a big lock forward. Shenuka. Good counter on that ruck. Here's the number one. That's a run it to Ritmal. Galage not changing any direction. Here's hands. Dulaj Navodya joining that attacking line. He made some good yards indeed. Here's the big number 5, Shenuka Pereira. Galage marshalling his forwards and backs. Here's the lucid prop, Ranit Ritmal once again. That was his second carry in this second half. Here's Rahul trying to get that decoy pass, and Pasindu Silva with a lovely offload to the number 7. That's Aiden Fernando, and he scored the Amana Bank try, and that's the bonus point try for St. Peter's. Easy as you like.
Lovely hands over there, and I think the number 7 was strategically positioned right outside to score that try. Beautiful hands, and Aiden doing this finishing touches. It's lovely how actually Rahul actually came into play and trying to loop it around and moving the ball out wide. So St. Peter's is actually using the third row forwards right at the edges, and actually trying to see how fast they can actually move the ball. And as you can see in the midfield, they have only a couple of people to actually ruck and to try to give the quick ball out.
Yeah, completely different scenario comparing to the first half. These are the halftime talks. As we saw Dulaj Navodya, the skipper, on the left. And this time Rahul with the conversion, and has he missed it? Yes, that's the second miss of this game. 24 points to 8, the score remains. Nevertheless, a bonus point try scored by Aiden Fernando. St. Peter's number 7. As you can see, Zahira walking, showing no urgency. You can see Ishan, Zahira showing no urgency. They're taking their time to come into the restart position. Mohammad Farzan. And again, no changes in terms of Zahira's kickoff restart tactics, and it is out on the full. Poor restart.
We were just talking in the first half. The kicks were actually deep, but now I think it's like they're not kicking. They're not playing their kicking game well, and even over here in the restart, they're missing the mark.
Another scrum. You can always spend a good 50 seconds to a minute in the scrum. Gallage. He will show urgency because they want to score more points. And this time it was a unit puts the kick into the deep. Saldin with the rescue. And he returns the kick into touch. Just outside the... just on the 22 rather. Again, another great opportunity for St. Peter's. Ishan, we haven't seen their line-out drive as yet. We haven't. It was not really tested, despite in a couple of errors. St. Peter's made their own errors in the first half.
I think Yumet made that quick, and I think he was looking for that 50-22. We saw it last year actually, where Sudesh did it really well, the 50-22s.
Here's the line out, collected well. Dulaj was the man who sent that pass. It was collected nicely by Aiden. Advantage comes in favor of the home team. Gallage feeds to Rahul. Here comes the decoy. Here's the danger. St. Peter's playing, and Pasadu Silva cuts inside. Lovely draw and pass. But he passes no man's land. It finds touch. However, St. Peter's will come to that initial advantage.
Yet to see some fireworks from this Vishenka. Had he got the ball a bit earlier, we would have seen a different story altogether. But opportunity once again. Probably they might go for a quick tap, interestingly.
Here's quick tap, and Ranitu goes into contact. Big loose head prop with the number 1 shirt. Another penalty advantage, and Amana Bank try. This time for the skipper, Dulaj Navodaya. And that's his 6th try of this season. Dulaj Navodaya quite handy at the back of the scrum, quite handy at the broken play, quite handy with the line out throws as well. And quite handy with the leadership skills. Excellent piece of work. And that's the 5th try, 5th Amana Bank try for St. Peter's College. We were talking about this at the halftime, Ishan, and we certainly predicted that second half is going to be a different level of gears for St. Peter's. Rahul Peter to take the conversion. Easy as you like. No mistake this time. 31 points to 8. And we are into the 45th minute. Just into the 10 minutes of this second half. Still a very long 25 minutes remaining in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2024. You're watching on your number 1 sports channel, the Papare. And here's that replay. Great strategy. In fact, it was Ranitu Ritmal. With that quick tap, he went into contact. At least 100 kg into the Zahira tankers. And then Dulaj Navodaya on that second play. Change of kicking duties. Scrum of Basit. And can he find 10-meter mark? Yes, he can certainly. It was straight into the try scorer, Dulaj. Dulaj breaks the defense. A lovely pass, one bounce and collected by the winger. No, in fact it was Shenuka Pereira, the lock forward. Gallage trying to dummy through from the shorter side. Pick and go. Made some good yards by Jehan Veerabanza. Here's another pick and go. Advantage number 1 of Zahira is the culprit. That was Naushad. Here's Gallage to Rahul. Rahul with the long ball. Here's Pasindu. Pasindu to the try scorer Nitushan in the corner. Good tackle by Saldin. And number 12 act as the half-back. That was Tikshana. The referee still playing advantage. It's going to be a penalty advantage for sure. Gallage will fancy his chances. He can snipe, he can pretend like he's going to feed the ball. And here's the number 1. And that's the Amana Bank try. Easy as you like once again. It was number 18, Revon Pereira, the youngster. And that's try number 6, Ishan Noor.
Like I said, St. Peter's is going to be a different outfit altogether in the second half. Just 11 minutes into the second half and already St. Peter's has scored 3 tries. So we can see some really good firework, and this time it's not from the backs but rather from the forwards as well. A couple of tries from Dulaj Navodya, and now another forward who actually scored. We have another 25 minutes of play remaining. It's going to be some cracking game that we can actually look forward to. On the other hand, I think we can see the Zahira morale is actually coming a bit down, especially in terms of those defense. Doesn't seem to be that committed as well.
Rahul with the conversion and no mistakes. So 38 points. That's another 2 points into the scoreboard.
Looks like I think he missed it. It was not. It went through.
It went.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
38 points to 8. Margin is 30 points. Yeah, you mentioned about the body language. Here's that 6th try. Good carry by the number 5 Shenuka first off. And then Revon Pereira making no mistakes. Good to see their forwards back in the game. We didn't see much of forwards action in the first half.
Yep.
And they are playing Royal against Royal College next week. Oh, that's a very uncharacteristic error by Captain Navodya. We don't see that often from the St. Peter's skipper. But opportunity for Zahira for the taking. We'll see how they can put some pressure on this scrum. Usually St. Peter's, whenever they go to opposite 22, they come with a point. Or they come with points rather. That's the difference between a champion team and a team improving week in, week out. Basit to feed the scrum. A change already with the Zahira setup. A bit of early shifting in that scrum. Ball comes loose. Navodya with the rescue and a high tackle advantage in favor of St. Peter's. Ijaz intercepted the offload. However, referee will come back to that high tackle penalty. Well, that scrum feed didn't come from the gates, Ishan. We saw a similar incident between St. Thomas's versus DS in another game, where referee had brought play back. But interesting to see if we can have a look at that scrum replay. But here's the replacement scrum half, taken it quickly. And the number 8, Dulaj Navodya. In fact, it's not Dulaj. Januka Ranasinghe, the number 2, made few yards. Here's Rahul Peter. Dangerous Pasindu. And the try scorer, Aiden Fernando in the corner. He misses his footings. And the ball goes loose. Zahira trying to counter. St. Peter's defense well in time. Number 22, Praneeth Silva, another dangerous nippy scrum half, has been come in place of Gallage, who was outstanding in the first half, scored an important try. Here's the other try scorer, Revon Pereira, leaping to make some yards. Rahul, again another advantage, penalty advantage. Here's the dangerous Silva. He couldn't make much of a yard. Zahira defense on him. Shenuka Pereira, again the ball carrier. And this time gaps open up, and that's another Amana Bank try. That's a replacement scrum half, Praneeth Silva. Try number 7. This is going to be a one-side affair. St. Peter's showing why they are defending champions and why they are unbeaten this season. Praneeth Silva with the Amana Bank try.
Great to see, I think, how hungry they are for tries, St. Peter's. Now, it was the forwards, now it's the backline who's actually scoring. Some great rugby over here, great defense. But as you can see over here, great work by the replacement scrum half. He spotted that gap, and he was quick enough to go. And here comes the 2-pointer by Rahul.
How good is that to have your bench strength, Ishan Noor? You have 2 great scrum half. And I saw the try Praneeth Silva scored against St. Joseph's last week from the blind side. He completely outfoxed St. Joseph's player. Oh, in fact, that was again game against Wesley College. Rahul with the conversion. A tough angle, with the angle perhaps 40 meter, and the conversion is not successful. So the score remains 43 points to 8. And from the second half itself, it's all St. Peter's. It's all St. Peter's. I'm sure Zahira will be a testing time. They have Thurston College up next, and then Kingswood College back in the hills. Ishan Noor, maybe they need to show some attack. They need to get some consolations try and some capture moments. Everything you play against a champion team will certainly help to boost your morale on the, as we say, St. Peter's. Too easy. We are yet to see Vishankar scoring a try. Lovely hands. And the ball goes loose. Zahira with the counter. Saldin. Great defense by St. Peter's. Lucky. Zahira lucky to get that penalty. St. Peter's had so many numbers on that occasion to counter that ruck. But off it. Not legitimately supporting that. And number 15, the fullback, puts the kick into touch. Abdullah Hassan, the replacement.
Zahira was lucky enough over there. Actually, St. Peter's had the support play, but unfortunately it didn't go to the hands. Otherwise, it would have been another try. Vishankar Silva trying to actually break through and giving that pass out. Another 18 more minutes in our clock, probably 18 to 15 more minutes of play.
Karim with the throw in. Collected by Farhan. The second row. Wow! That's not legitimate, says referee Aruna Shanta. Will he go to his pocket? We witnessed some of this smackdown last week at the Royal vs Wesley games. We would love to hear those instructions from the referee. But unfortunately we don't have. We would like to have a look at a replay as well. If it goes to horizontal left, but it was the tackler's offender's duty to put the players safe. But here He picks him up, and that's a smack. That should be a card for sure. Januka Rana Singh, if you lift the player, you need to bring him down safely. Ishan Noor, you have played in that position in the front row. You have made so many smackdown. What's your call on that?
Well, it has changed actually a lot. Right now at this I mean, player safety is pretty much important. You know, it has been always, especially in the international rugby as well. So I would say that it was a dangerous play and should have warranted a yellow. But there might be even others who will actually interpret it in a different way.
But I'm sorry, the man in charge, that's a straight yellow card for sure, minimum to say. This is where you need the assistant referee's support to communicate.
Yeah, probably there was a player which was covering the ref as well, so probably he didn't have a good view. But AR, this is where, like you actually correctly said, AR should have actually called.
Right, here we go. The replacement hooker to put the throw in. That is Shaib Tuan. And Zahira lost the line out and wins it back. Is it? No, it's still with St. Peter's. And Rahul this time opt to go by himself because of the defense. And playing inside the jail. Here comes the kick by Silva. And the ball finds touch right on the 22. I'm sure St. Peter's wouldn't mind much, Ishan, because they are well ahead in this game.
Having said that, St. Peter's need to have the composure as well. I think they have the confidence to run from their goal line. But still, for all, until the players have been settled a bit, they need to play it safe and they need to get out of the jail first. As you can see, the scoreboard, it's 43 points to 8. Probably they're going for a hard century, and this will give a morale booster for St. Peter's as well.
Change of a line-out throw. This time it was a different player. And lovely move from the shorter side. In fact, that's a replacement. Number 16, Tuan Shaib. All Zahira need is to use the position, maybe create few faces. They scored their first try among their forwards. Pick and go, kill some time. And the penalty in favor of Zahira College.
Dulaj Nawode over there, I think he was stuck in the middle. He couldn't actually move out of his way and then concede in the penalty. So looks like Zahira is going to go for the corners and probably another line-out drive. And I'm expecting a sacking over here, probably by St. Peter's, to stop that line-out drive. And they have been doing it quite well in previous games, and we saw it earlier as well in the game. So probably they are ready to sack this driving ball.
It's a full man line out this time, Ishan. Yeah, Zahira would fancy. First thing, it has to be a straight throw. Second thing, it has to be a good collection. And the third thing is all about the setup and the drive. Couple of changes coming in for both the teams.
We're down to the last 10 minutes of the game.
Tuan, collected by Farhan. Zahira, changing the line-out drive. Saibo, the skipper. And this time it was by Dasun Minsara. Pick and go. Ahmad Arafat. Basit. Once again, good defense. St. Peter's very well disciplined. They don't want to allow any penalties. That's a lovely running angle. Equally well defense. Here's Kunchir. Saldin, in fact, cuts inside. That's a full back. The replacement, Abdullah. Here's Basit to number 20. Almost a mismatch, almost a turnover in that breakdown. Lots of pressure coming from St. Peter's. Ahmad Arafat. Here's Zahira, the replacement, number 25. That's Zain Zahim. Here's the replacement hooker to Basit. That's another advantage, is referee Aruna Shanta for a high tackle. Yes, Zahira have position. They have the advantage. But again, a lack of communication between the backs and the forwards. So referee will go for the initial infringement, taken it quickly, and you have to come back for the original mark, says referee Abdullah Hassan. The fullback was trying to take it soon. What would be the decision here? Tap and go, maybe a scrum, maybe a line out.
Looks like they're opting for a line out, but ideally it should have been a tap and go, because Zahira was actually having the momentum. But having said that, they were building up the faces, but they were actually going laterally. They were not going forward. So I think there were so many faces, managed to keep the ball alive, but unfortunately they were actually going from side to side.
And also the communication was a factor. Looks like player didn't know what was their next move, which is well witnessed on that occasion. But here's another good opportunity collected by the second row player. Can Zahira move forward? Can they score the second Amana Bank try? No. St. Peter's defense equally up for the task, and looks like a turnover. Excellent work by St. Peter's. Here's the number 24. That's Netushan, the winger. He's joining that line out between that, and here's St. Peter's on the charge. This is where they are dangerous. Looking for support. That looks like passing to Silva in that far corner. Peters with position. They're still inside their own half. Good tackle by Zain Zahim on his opposite number. Here's St. Peter's, the skipper, Dulaj Navodya. He's a very good player. Very good prospect, of course. St. Peter's. Rahul, corrections, and here's the dangerous Vishen Silva. Inside balls to number 13, that is Unit. Unit steps out, and he's going to go all the way, and that's the Amana Bank try. Unit Shihara with the try number 8 for St. Peter's College. This is outstanding stuff from the home team. Pretty much expected. And it's almost a one-way traffic from the word go from the second half. And this man, Unit Shihara, here's that play. In fact, he was first gives it to Vishankar, and then receives from inside pass from him. Lovely support play, lovely awareness, lovely understanding. You know who's in front of him and where the gap is. Too easy, and that's the 7th Amana Bank try for St. Peter's College.
And Sabir, I love the unselfish play over there. Vishankar had the gas to run, but still he managed to pass it right inside to Unit Shihara to score it under the post. So some unselfish play over here, even though he has, he's always a lead and try scorer as well. Haven't seen him play yet, haven't seen him, his firework as of yet, but his support playing is fantastic.
Right, 50 points on the board, excellent. 50 points to 8. St. Peter's, as expected, playing for their strength. And Zahira, you can see from those body language, no hurry whatsoever. Let the time tick. Abdullah Hassan to take the restart, and another change for St. Peter's team. Couple of substitution for both the teams, in fact. As you can see, he asked for the time. Unfortunately, we don't know how many minutes remaining from the referee's clock. However, time to take the restart. And short kick off straight away into the basket of Ranit Ritmal, the tank. The loose head prop. Pranit Silva using the shorter side again. Try scorer after try scorer. Here's Vishen Silva. Number 11, Vishenka Silva. And that's too easy for the most point scorer. That's the Amana Bank try, number 8. St. Peter's. It's been a one-horse race here at Bambalapitiya. Bamba Brigade, they say. Completely outdone the Zahira tankers. He was so patient, Ishan Noor. He was so patient for 64th minute. And finally he gets his name on the try sheet.
Yeah, that's a 10th try for Vishenka for this season. And it made it look so easy. The way he ran across and he managed to score it. Beautiful to watch Vishenka. And put it the second 2 points. So that's 57 points to 8. I think there's another 3 more minutes in my clock. So it all depends on referee's clock.
Ashok Krishan, the replacement, took that conversion.
It's so unfortunate actually if you really see. Zahira has been like a first half team. They've always managed to play well in the first half, keeping the scores tight. But in the second half, they have always fall back and over here pretty badly and drastically.
Right, here's the restart. Atik Rasool to put the kick in. And this time, who's going to take it? It's by the other try scorer. And I saw a high tackle on that occasion. Puts the kick by Pranit Silva rather. St. Peter's fighting hard to win that line out. Oh, excellent defense by St. Peter's. They found all their momentum, which we saw the fatigue factor and the petrol in their tank, but it doesn't matter as the sun nicely sets down. Out of jail kick, but it's out on the full. We also have to go for the NDB player of the match, Ishan Noor. Some fine performance by St. Peter's, who's leading handily, quite handsomely. Pretty good performance in the first half and in the second half. Talk about that. Here's a new line-out throw. And it looks like Sitila Nimsara with the throwing duty. And is that a dummy?
I think there was a communication error and he didn't know where to throw. Unfortunately, he was penalized over there. Yeah, we had a fantastic half so far. Even the first half was really good. Salit Galage was actually outstanding. I think playing a very nippy game as well. And even in the back line, if you can see, Yumet Shihara was outstanding today. But it's pretty difficult to actually pick the man of the match for today's game. And I would hand it over to you.
Let's come back to that. Here's a scrum half feeds, number 8 breaks. That's Ahmad Feroz. Holding on. Penalty. St. Peter's taken quickly by Pranit Silva, the other nippy scrum half. He would argue with his coach, why didn't you put me to start, coach? Such a fine performer, and looks like the 9th try almost on the card for St. Peter's. Replacement number 17, Janut, into contact. Here's the tight head prop, Jihan Veerabangsa. Who wants the try? This energy level is completely different that we are seeing from St. Peter's. That's a knock-on, unfortunate knock-on. It's going to be a goal line dropout or is it going to be a 5-meter scrum? Some great performance, as you mentioned, Ishan, in the first half, St. Peter's. But we will stick with the NDB player of the match for none other than Salid Gallage. He was so good in terms of marshalling his forwards and the backs at the first half, and he himself also scored that third try, if I'm not mistaken. A much needed try just before they go into the half-time. So the St. Peter's number 9 Gallage is the NDB player of the match.
Yup, Sabir, well deserved. I completely agree with you. Salid Gallage has been outstanding. Had some really good runs, and his passing was great. So Salid Gallage is the man of the match for today's game.
Here's the goal line dropout. Knockback, says referee. That's not a good kick in terms of territorial mark, but it doesn't matter. Here's St. Peter's, all those fresh legs. Here's Vishen Pereira. Pereira beats one, fence two. He's still going, he's strong. Can he go all the way? And that's it. That's the Amanaban try. Try number 2 for this magician, Vishenka Silva.
I was actually looking forward for this. He's been really brilliant. He showed his previous match as well against St. Joseph, and here he is. He tried, but unfortunately it seems like referee is coming back. Was it scored a try, or seems like he did, right?
Here's that replay. Vishenka Silva fends off one, bounce off two, and another fend, another missed tackle, and too easy for him. And he's the leading try scorer. He's the leading point scorer of this Dialog Schools Rugby League. And he was so patient up till this 70th minute mark. Ishan scored last 2 tries of this game. That came 65th minute and the 68th minute. So patient, excellent work. And the conversion is not successful. And looks like it's the full time. That is the full time. And St. Peter's College ran riot here at Bambalapitiya in this second half. Try after try after try, and Zahira College unable to trouble the scoreboard in the second half. I'm sure Coach Sanat Martis and his rest of the coaching staff will be pleased with that second half performance. On the other hand, Zahira College have a lot of homework to do in terms of taking on Thurston in their week 7 of Dialog Schools Rugby League. And it was certainly an entertaining, yes, it's one-way traffic at the second half, but certainly an entertaining factor. Certainly a morale booster for St. Peter's, especially considering the fact when they take on Royal College next week. That is pretty much like 2 unbeaten teams taking on. That will perhaps match up who will lead the table between St. Peter's and Royal College. And we'll bring you some other news, other results as well. But Royal College 21 points to 12, and Wesley 43 points to 17 over Kingswood, and Trinity 32 to 19 over St. Anthony's. Great camaraderie, great sportsmanship, great game of rugby, and a great 70 minutes that we witnessed here at St. Peter's ground. But St. Peter's, the home team, winning convincingly. And we will have the key stats of this game soon. And 62 points to 8 is the full-time confirmation. And it's full-time. Felt the heat of the match. Chill out, folks. Grab a Melbourne lemon puff and make up your mood. Melbourne lemon puff with real lemon and no artificial colors or flavors will give you a zesty kick to keep you chill all game long. So next time when you need a chill, grab a Melbourne lemon puff and chill like a champion. Melbourne lemon puff, chill when a lemon. That's the story out here at Bambalapitiya. Let's go to some second half highlights. Here we go with the second half highlights. St. Peter's led 19 points to 8, and Galage with that to Shenuka, and then skipper coming into act, scored that try. Navodya, beg your pardon, it was number 18 Raymond Pereira who scored that first try in the second half. Rahul Peter with the conversion. Again, St. Peter's used Shenuka Pereira quite a lot in their second half, using the shorter side, and the replacement scrum half. Easy as you like for number 22, that's Praneeth Silva. And then this try came from Amana Bank try came from Unit Rusit, again working on the shorter side. This man is a top try scorer, top point scorer. Too easy for him behind. Vishenka Silva scored that Amana Bank try. The replacement Ashok with the conversion. And the final try of the game. Final Amana Bank try of the game. Vishenka Silva extend his try scoring lead and top point scorer with 55 points of this Dialog Schools Rugby League. There you go, 10 try victory. 10 try to 1, 6 conversion, and 1 penalty for Zahira with a try. They couldn't trouble the scoreboard in the second half. And the player of the game we judged as Galage, NDB Bank player of the game. Is St. Peter's scrum half, who was outstanding in that first half, marshalling all those games. And Sunday's fixture, St. Thomas's versus Sri Sumangala, Dharmaraja versus Science, DSA Nanayaka versus Isipatana. That would be a game to watch. And Vidyartha versus Thurston up in the hills. So 4 games coming live on your number 1 sports channel, the Papare. And yeah, we'll be bringing you live coverage of that. And that's all we have from here at St. Peter's College grounds. And we'll see you on Sunday with more live action. Myself, Sabir Kader, along with Ishan Noor and our technical crew. We are signing off, and it's good evening, good night.
ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill venna lemon
Colombo, beautiful outside and
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැමසිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill venna lemon
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
It is my vision that wakes me up, not my alarm. I make mistakes, but I will never be defeated.
My biggest competitor is myself.
5 accounts from Commercial Bank for the youth who think beyond limits.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
අප්පා හරියට waterproof කරේ නැත්නම් ටයිල් වල සල්ලි ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ගිය සල්ලි සේරම වතුරේ
ඉහළ ටෙන්සයිල් ඇඩිෂන් සහ ක්‍රැක් බ්‍රිජින් හැකියාව සමගින් ඔබේ නිවාස සියලු ජලකාන්දු වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ගන්න ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer ජලකාන්දුවට තිත
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk or call 0117 756 756. Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න. Real energy for real life. Ride.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
නිකම් බොරුවට රිස්ක් එකක් ගන්නේ ඇයි? NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දි රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the vivar karanga. Beat the remake karanga tavinna. Hada wada bawala yanna give me fashion karanga. Fun turana kotumi kick karanga. Prima kotumi fun tamai.
Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff හැමසිතක්ම පිපිදේ රස lemon රසයේ ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි Maliban lemon puff puff lemon puff Maliban lemon puff Maliban lemon puff chill venna lemon.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ටයිල් නම් නියමයට මැච් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ ටයිල් ඇල්ලුවේ මොනවලු?
ඕනෑම මතුපිටකට ඕනෑම තත්වයකට ජීවිත කාලයටම ඔරොත්තු දෙන්න අල්ලගන්න. ලංකාවේ SLS තත්ත්ව සහතිකෙන් පිදුම්ලත් එකම ටයිල් ඇඩසිව් සන්නාමය. ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩසිව්. අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදේම අතළඟ තියෙද්දි දුක් විඳින්නේ ඇයි?
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
Gold Hair and Body Wash Shaker.
Stop! Didn't you know you can get free delivery with Uber One?
Wait, really?
Yes, you can get unlimited free delivery on eligible orders with Uber Eats. Order this, and that, even groceries. You can also get 5% back in Uber credits on rides. Priority service exclusively with our top-rated drivers. And with Uber Eats, expect your order to arrive on time, every time. With just a few taps, unlock exclusive perks and savings. Plus enjoy your first month free. Sign up for Uber One now.
ඔබේ බිත්තියට අනර්ගතම සුදු පැහැයක් ලබා ගැනීමට සහ ඔබ බිත්තියට තෝරන පේන්ට් එකේ පාට හරියටම පෙන්වන නව සුවිශේෂී පොලිමර් සංයෝගයක් සමගින් ගේ ඇතුළත සහ පිටත බිත්ති නිමා කරගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Gold Hair and Body Wash Shaker.
Real energy for real life. Ride.
Get keys to your wheels and experience people-friendly vehicle leasing with Amana Bank. Enjoy the lowest monthly installment and flexible financing up to 7 years. Apply online at www.amanabank.lk.
Amana Bank. It's your bank.
Right. Right. Studies, ikai jobs, deka tuna karanda.
Real energy for real life. Ride. NDB නියොස් තියෙද්දී රිස්ක් එකක් නැතුව කික් එකේ ෆන් ට්‍රාන්ස්ෆර්ස් කරන්න වගේම චිල් එකේ බිල්ස් පේ කරන්න.
Surf Excel පළමු සේදුමෙන් ඉතා පහසුවෙන් තද පැල්ලම් ඉවත් කරන කම්ෆර්ට් ප්‍රීමියම් සුවඳ සමගින් දැන් රුපියල් 540කට පමණයි.
beautiful outside and inside.